Yeah, my name is Sören Lang. And I'm 33 years old. I'm from Germany, more specifically from Hanover in the northern part. And my educational background. So I started geography in a bachelor and master's program in Germany as well. So in Göttingen and Freiburg. Then I started working as as a consultant for environmental and energy management, and did this for 3.5 years. And then I decided to have some kind of, let's say, new orientation and to go more into renewable energy, and applied for the wind power program in Uppsala. So yeah, basically I found the way into, let's say, the wind industry starting with my master thesis. So I wrote my master thesis as a wind energy expert in the northern part of Germany. They do some kind of wind resource assessment. And so that was the first step to get into the wind industry. And during that time, I realized as well that I want to really have the entire perspective of wind power. So not just dealing with some specific areas like wind resource assessment, which is still very interesting for me, but I didn't want to do just this part. And so after finishing my thesis and the program, I decided to apply for a job as project development to apply at a project developer company. And that worked out quite well. And then I got a job position close to Berlin. I'm involved in all phases of wind power planning, starting with the potential analysis for wind farm areas, and going on with the land acquisition, so negotiating with the landowners, assessing the wind resources, and then making some calculations how much land lease can we offer them, can we afford. I would say they provided me a basic understanding, first of all, so that I had an understanding what wind power, especially wind power planning, is about the different criteria, about the basic principles of wind power, for example. So how does a horizontal axis wind turbine work actually? So what are lift forces, what are drag forces? So have really this basic understanding. That is something which I find very helpful. And I think that was really good. And I think as well that it helped me really to get a job quite fast. So I can imagine that it would have been possible for me to get into wind power without the program, just with the geography background, because I know right now different colleagues that have a good geography background and got their way into the wind industry. But I think for me, it was very helpful to have a program, because then I really could prove that I got some background already. And I think that helped me to find a job immediately after I finished the program. Well, first of all, for sure, Gotland is just the perfect place to study, because of the beautiful nature and the beautiful surrounding. But for sure, when it comes to studies, what I can definitely recommend that you get very competent teachers. So that was something I was really very happy about, that you got a very close, let's say, support, and if you got some problem or some issue you want to discuss, you always are finding someone who can help you with that, and who has an open ear for your things you want to say or you want to discuss. And what I really appreciated, that we got this, let's say, external experts from the industry. So you got the, let's say, the scientific perspective and the industry perspective at the same time. And I would say that is, well, at least from the studies I know, very unique.